Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Smacked into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Ohio Hustle awaits the winner of the second semifinal at the third Kent State Invite of the 2026 season. Number 1 IVL, number 4 MAF Gators. Two great teams going at it here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. A quick start to this one right around the start time at 1. IVL, they have been ready to play. They're the last team to come out and play their first game of the day. Before the end of the managers' meeting, the defense was out on the field getting ready to go. They were getting warm. The mentality is there. The excitement is there. And they want to go out here and get a big win before taking on Ohio Hustle, who had to earn every bit of their 6-5 win in the semifinal over Press On Athletics. And with one swing, we are rocking and rolling at 12:58 p.m. For the Gators, they will be the away team in their second game of the day, as they would be in game number 3 if they make it there, with Peters, Crawford, and DeFallo due up, as Peters will hold this one into left field to get it going, and it's going to drop for extra bases. What a start for the MAF Gators. It'll be a leadoff double for Peters, and now he's going to go to third, actually, and he is going to be there as well. It'll be a double. But what an interesting way to get it done for Tyler Peters. Able to get an extra base on the throw advancement. But what a start for the Gators, all things considered. They're coming in as the 4 seed, had so much to prove entering this game. And they are beginning with a double, and now here comes Joey Crawford. Crawford takes this one into right field. That'll bring in the game's first run. Just like that, the Gators strike first. And it's who else but Joey Crawford. Player of the game in game number 1 for good reason. You could argue he's player of the month already with yet another good swing. 2 hitters, 2 hits, 3 total bases, 1 on error. And it's 1-0 MAF in 2 minutes. It took them 2 minutes of real time to score their first run. That is impressive on so many levels. And that ball will go to the backstop, so Crawford, he will get on second with ease. 1-1 count on Matt DeFallo, who had himself a nice game in game number 1 as well. Something is in the water for the MAF Gators. Wasting no time in the semifinals, trying to make a statement here. As well on the mound today for IVL, it is going to be Mitch Takis, the rising junior out of Massillon Perry High School, 5'10", 185 in stature. And his 1-1 will miss inside for ball 2. The Gators looking for win number 19 on the year, and after that, win number 20 in the championship game. What a start. The 2-1 is high for ball 3. After DeFallo, it goes to Xander Yusi, the third baseman. And time quickly called by IVF. They want to make sure they're on the same page. And they need to get on the same page here quickly. Just what a start for the MAF Gators. Again, as the 4 seed coming in and taking on a team who was excellent in pool play. They were absolutely dominant in the first 4 games of this tournament. I mean, even if they are to walk out of this game with the win, it's going to take a lot more than just one good inning. but a group that's 14-6 on the year, and you look back at their last couple of games, 9-2 win, 7-3 win, 2-1 win, scrappy wins, some good wins altogether. They've gotten it done. The 3-1, it's going to miss. Ball 4 is the verdict. And the 3 hitters guaranteed to come in and swing this inning all have reached safely. And now it's Xander Yusey, the third baseman, the rising junior hailing from Brunswick High School. And Yusey will put this one up the middle into center field for a base hit. Crawford will stay put at third, and the bases are loaded. Still none down in the top of the first inning. The dream start just continues, and now you go to get another strong hitter from game number 1 of the day in Asher Camlin. Had an RBI double back in that first game. One of the best hitters on this roster. This time gets underneath at a light poke over towards short. Infield fly is in effect for out number 1. IVL needed an out somewhere. They got it. But the base is still loaded, 1 down. Cancelleri, the pitcher, a chance to give himself a little boost before he even steps on the mound. Just goes to show how crazy this game of baseball is. That already in this game, the number 1 seed is on upset watch. And for good reason. This Gator squad is doing everything and anything they can to get runs on the board. This one laced down the line. Foul is the call. Had the right idea, trying to send it down the line fair. Count 0-2, but if he could have placed that one a little bit better, you're looking at probably 3, maybe 4. Takis is 0-2, will miss low for ball 1. Looking at the rest of the IVL defense, it is Takis on the mound, Brennan behind the plate, McGrath at first, Piaco's at second, Gall is at short, Bittaker is at third. Stupak in left, Ryder in center, Boyer is in right, and that rounds out the defense for the number 1 seed. Again, the winner of this game takes on Ohio Hustle at 3:15. And that'll be your championship game. Here's the 2-2. A nice little poke again towards left field and through. Crawford will score from third, and it's an RBI single for Aiden Cancelleri. Make it 2-0 MAF. And the good times continue to roll. Their 4th hit of the inning already. Absolutely stunned. No other way to say it. Just stunning what we have seen so far from the Gators offense. Coming in, chip on their shoulder. And they have taken this chip. Again, they could have lost game number 1 to the Eagles. A great squad that they have. They battled in that game, and they have earned every right to be here. Masterson fly ball to right. It's going to drop foul. And it is quickly 0-2. The rising senior plays his ball over in Cuyahoga Falls on Wyoga Lake Road. On the maroon side, opposed to the royal blue side over at Walsh Jesuit High School. The 0-2 fouled back, a good survival swing. As well, make sure you join us tomorrow for a doubleheader 4 and 6 at Fisher Field on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. It'll be Release versus Premier WRCL Baseball. Again, the 0-2, a nice block this time behind the plate from Brennan. Looking at Brennan, the rising junior catcher out of Massillon Jackson High School. Takis is 1-2, will miss. An interesting battery here today as well. An interesting thing to note behind the plate. It is a lefty catcher. Don't see a lefty behind the plate all that often, but it is Massillon Perry pitching to Massillon Jackson. The 2-2 fly ball sent into shallow infield, actually. That's going to be caught for out number 2. Looked to have enough carry to maybe sneak into the outfield that time around. Did not. That's a routine pop-up. Again, an infield fly. Both outs today have been infield flies. That's now in the 8th spot. Here comes Max Hilvert. Still bases loaded. 2-0 MAF. And it's a nice stop behind the plate from Brennan. In the bottom of the inning, it's going to be Ryder, Gall, and McGrath. 1 through 3, 2 up. And IVL, they will need to kickstart their offense. The 1-0, Hilvert fouls it off. First time we're seeing Max Hilvert hit today. We saw him run earlier. The rising junior, just like his brother, out of Medina High School, both battling bees. The 1-1, Hilvert takes this one over towards short, picked up at third. Throw to 2 is in time for the fielder, Schoiks, to end the inning. Another nice play by the left side. Bittaker this time gets it done. But 2 runs still score for the MAF Gators. They played a pair. An RBI single from Joey Crawford and an RBI single from Aiden Cancelleri do the job. Middle of 1 at Schoonover Stadium. Ryder, Gall, and McGrath do up when we return, as you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium in Kent. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 MAF on top of IVL. As you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Again, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you today, live from Kent, Ohio. It'll be Ryder, Gall, McGrath, 1 through 3 do off this inning for IVL, as they look to bounce back after a rocky defensive start to the game. As for Garrett Ryder, the rising senior from Bowerston, out of Connaughton Valley High School, a field that we have grown very accustomed to with our coverage of Kent State Tuscarawas baseball. A 1-1 wide for ball 2. Again on the mound, it is Aiden Cancelleri, the rising junior out of Medina High School. A lot of Medina and Brunswick players on this roster, as you would imagine. The 2-1, a good hold there from Ryder. Again, the base of this club is pretty much in North Royalton and in around there, so it makes sense to see a lot of those Medina County schools that are closer to the border of Cuyahoga County in there and representing their schools on this roster. And of course, you have some Iggy's, you have some Walsh, and that's about it. Payoff pitch, it'll be strike 3 looking, 1 up, 1 down. And I think Ryder thought that one was ball 4, but Cancelleri gets the punch out. And with it, he gets the theatrics. So 1 away now for Griffin Gall, the shortstop, to step in for the first time. The rising junior, 5'9", 140, coming out of Uniontown Lake High School. Good drive into center field and dropped. Bobbled over at short. A near grab out in center field, but just not enough behind it. An excellent effort from Peters to even track that ball down. Just bounces in and out of the glove. And it'll be a one-out base runner for Logan McGrath, the first baseman. McGrath coming out of Lake High School as well. And he will hold, but take strike one in the process. 6'2" in stature. And again, that Uniontown Lake group. A lot of good things to look forward to there. Some really top-tier players, all things considered. And beyond that, you also now have the fundraiser to try and get a turf diamond, I believe, for both baseball and softball, which would be massive gets for both programs. Of course, Lake's softball team going a little bit further than their baseball group did. Runner goes here, throw on down to second. It's not in time. Not a bad attempt on the tag from DeFala. Just a little bit late in the end, and Griffin Gall has his stolen base. First run of the day for IVL now in scoring position. You have to score this inning, just given the start that the Gators had. You need to find a way to answer and control this game as the 1 seed. The 1-1 taken the other way, but foul. And that's the key. There might not be a true home team, as this might not be their home diamond, because it's not. But as the number 1 seed, you kind of have to go out here and control. This has to be your game, and you have to make sure that it stays that way. It's easier said than done. It really is. And as we're looking ahead on the forecast, it looks like right now around 4 p.m. a thunderstorm is expected now here in Kent. So I'm sure that does put the pressure on these teams to get through these games and get some runs on the board early. All of it's easier said than done. I think you look at the championship, though, just in case the Storms are bad enough, you have to score early on, which has happened before here at Kent. At that point, it just depends on how well the drainage is going to work. The 2-2, a good drive into left field and down. That's the swing they have been waiting for. The runner goal will come around from second and score. And it's an RBI single for Logan McGrath, the first baseman. That'll make it 2-1. And it looks like this one is going to be an offensive battle. Just a perfect swing from McGrath. Put it perfectly in left field. And that's how you turn on a fastball. You take it the other way. You drop it in perfectly. And now you give your number 4 hitter in Brody Boyer a chance to move you along. The rising junior out of Jackson High School. I do think it's awesome, though, looking at IVL as an organization that, with their roots in Hinckley, they have a squad that pretty much is a Federal League cohort out in Stark County, which I'm a big fan of it. It just shows how much reach they have, and even with that, from Hinckley to Conotton Valley High School, it's probably a good hour and a half. To have that kind of distance between those locations, but have representation from all the way down there in the valley, it's quite impressive, and that is a big, big thing that John Ventura has done. Fly ball sent into right field, and this one will easily be caught for out number 2. Nice job out there by Masterson, retiring his fellow right fielder in Boyer, and that'll bring us to Mitch Takis, the pitcher. Of course, given his background as a former Mount Union assistant, I'm sure the recruitment part isn't as difficult as it could be. Did I mention that Mason Ventura, his son, is one heck of a basketball and baseball player? I mean, that kid is going to be a stud over the next couple of years for Norton. Assuming that is where he stays, which I think he'll stay. I think he'll be, don't want to call it the golden goose, but I would say the creme de la creme for Norton going forward will be him. And of course, you have the younger Keevan brother as well for baseball. That duo is going to do wonders for Norton, who, at least in the 2020s, has been a group that has constantly done better than they've done in the past, setting records for as far as they can make it in the OHSAA tournament, no matter the sports. And I feel like Mason Ventura is going to be a big part of that going forward. But I believe right now we really haven't seen maybe one Norton player this entire summer. We've done over 30 games now, so interesting to see not too many Panthers. Well, speaking of Panthers, there's one in the batter's box just of Massel and Perry, not of Norton. slightly different in the end. Just a little bit. 1-1 count on Takis. Cancelleri will fire, and it will hit Takis. So a hard 90 will extend the inning, giving Piatko, the second baseman, a chance. So 2 on, 2 down. And now Piatko, the rising junior, plays his high school ball for Canton Central Catholic. Another group who had an amazing run, bowing out in the end to Cardinal Mooney. Of course, Cardinal Mooney, a great group out of the Youngstown area. I believe the address would actually be Youngstown proper for Cardinal Mooney High School. First pitch taken high for ball 1 by Piatko. After the second baseman, it goes to Brandon the catcher, then Wyatt Jones, the EH. This game definitely looking interesting early on with the offense in mind. The 1-0, Piatko gets underneath at a high pop-up over towards second base. It is DeFalo there, and he will make the grab to end the inning. Nice job there by DeFalo getting underneath it and making sure that nothing goes haywire with that one. To the second we go. It is the Gators after a strong first inning up 2-1 on the 1-seed IVL.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
You know it's a good sign as a team already in the championship that you are already coming back in the second inning to do some scouting to see the team that you will play in the championship. That is the case for Ohio Hustle. One of their players has made their way back to Schoonover Stadium. Still plenty of baseball left to go in semifinal number 2. 2-1 your score as the MAF Gators look to extend their lead here in the heart of Kent. Again, there are some storm clusters expected to hit Schoonover Stadium later on today, but no fear in there as this one is put into right field and down. It'll be a leadoff base hit again for the MAF Gators, this time JT Hilberts. I mean, I joke. At this point, it's not really a joke anymore, but if I'm doing a game somewhere, bring the umbrellas, bring the ponchos, bring the storm shelter, bring whatever you need. It's going to rain. BW, it was hot the last time we were there, but other than that, we've had a couple of run-ins with the storms lately. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't happen later on today, but right now it is slated for 4 o'clock, but we'll see if that happens as we go back to the top with Peters. 5 hits the first time around for the MAF Gators on 9 at-bats. And oh, by the way, in there as well as a walk. So 6 for 9 on base. 66.7%, or, well, 6 is repeating for that on-base percentage. The 1-1 jammed up, and it's going to drop in left field. Another base hit, the 6th of the game for the Gators. And both runners will advance. Both will be in scoring position, and the good times continue to roll for the 4 seed. And holds on, that ball's going to get away. Another run will score. What in the world just happened? The replay is running. It is now 3-1 as that ball got away again. Absolutely stunned. 6 hits, 7 runners on through 10 at-bats. 700 on-base percentage. And now it's Joey Crawford's time again. Can he do it again? Fly ball sent into left field. This one looks to be too shallow, and it will be one down. He is human after all. I think after game number 1, we did have to check to see if he was human. But my goodness, the MAF Gators are running the bases and just playing a special brand of baseball so far in this game. And it has been fun to watch. But IVL is well in this game. I think this is going to end up being the bloodbath game. There always is one where both offenses just figure it out and score run after run. This could be it. And if it is, no better teams than now. And again, for Ohio Hustle, I'm sure they hope that's the case too, to go out here and see two teams just go battle back and forth and tire each other out. That way, once the winner advances, they can just go out there and play their brand of baseball and win. But for a first-year program, doing what Ohio Hustle has done, it's quite impressive. I feel like it's early, yes, but they could be the quote-unquote story of the summer. We've talked about it. We have the story of every single season where somebody steps up and does a lot better than expected. Minerva, I would say, was a story of the spring. KSU Tusk, of course, is in there too, but I feel like they're a part of it. This ball chopped over towards short. That'll bring in a run. Is this a fair ball, though? We'll see. He makes it all the way down to first. It's decision time to see what it is. And I think it is just going to be an infield RBI single. Which, if that's the case, that makes it 4-1. I mean, that's just such an obscure play. The shortstop was able to get there and then just didn't throw across the diamond. I think he kind of thought that the play was over. But going back to my point, you could also say KSU Tusk was the team of the summer, or the team of the spring, rather. Just a story that came out of nowhere and took the league and took Scholastic Ball, or whatever it is, by storm. I'm fine with Minerva, and I'm fine with KSU Tusk in both instances. I'm fine with both of those. You go back to last summer, the Cleveland Baseball Federation, of course, led up by Benedictine's athletic director and John Carter, who we've raved about time and time again here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, as he is a class act over at Benedictine. Then you go to last spring. That's when Tri-C was the story. So these are the teams that you're trying to join. The story of the season. And that's what Ohio Hustle is, in my opinion, right now. So here's the conversation. I don't really know what they're looking for, to be honest. Did he hit the ball when he was out of the box? Did the bat hit it twice? Did he hit it off the plates? Was it off his foot? I think all of those things are in play. You get to this point, it's probably just to make sure you cover all your bases. But if not, odds are this could be a reversal. We don't have a rules analyst here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was, just because of this conversation and how long it's taking. The longer it takes, the more likely we are to see a reversal, which probably all that would do is just put the runner back at home. He would go back in the batter's box. And then from there, the runner would have to go back to third. We're going to see here what the decision is. But it looks like it is going to be upheld as an infield RBI single. I think that's the way it's going to get called. It appears to be. IVL not too pleased with whatever the decision is going to be in the end. But if that runner stays put at first, that means it's definitely 4-1. We're not the official book up here. We don't have an official book either. Nobody has been signaled to go back to any specific spot yet. And it looks like it is going to be 4-1. In the most weird way possible, I guess it is. I think it's just going to be an infield single. Back pick down to first, not in time. Yeah. Game Changer has scored it an infield single. We will do the same. 4-1, back-to-back 2 spots for the MAF Gators. And now it is UC stepping in for the second time. Runner will go here. Nice block behind the plate, and the throw down to second. Relatively close, but not in time. And it's an easy stolen base that time around for DeFala. 1 for 1 today. Walk, RBI, single, stolen base. He has done a little bit of everything for his team. And this ball is high up in the air. Going out of play, and off the press box it goes. And that ball will roll down in front of us. somewhere. Count out 2-1. But what a weird start to this game. Not at all what we were expecting, by any stretch of the imagination. But as I've mentioned before, looking back to last year's Kent State invite number 3, it's always something crazy. Ground ball over to short, throw to one on the stretches in time for out number 2. A nice throw that time across from Gall. But with that, DeFalla now moves up to third with 2 away. That'll bring in Asher Camlin. Asher wearing number 8, a rising junior out of Medina High School, as there is ball 1. For the Gators, of course, they had the chance to get that run rule back in game number 1, couldn't get there in the end. They could be on their way to it here. If they can continue hitting the way they have been, then they definitely have a real chance. The 2-0 is going to miss for ball 3. After Camel goes to Cancelleri, the pitcher. Singled with an RBI his first time up. The 3-0 is low for ball 4, and that'll put runners at the corners for the pitcher. What a start to this game. The start that really nobody expected. The 4 seed coming in here, plating 4. And we are not even done with the top of the second inning. So far in both games today, the home team has won. 6-2 and 6-5, the finals. This is the earliest bit of offense, at least in this kind of way that we have seen so far, as it looks like we're going to have a change in the first base coaching box. That's just going to be UC coming out now. The 0-1, good drive into right field, still going back, and that ball is down for extra bases. Cancelleri has done it again. 2 runs will score. Cancelleri, he wants to make it a triple. The play at third is in time. They got him, but it'll be a 2 RBI double. And just like that, it is 6-1 MAF to close out the top of the second inning. Cancelleri is on fire. 3 RBIs. He's 2 for 2. He's retired at the end of it, but he does not care. His Gators are flying in the heart of Kent. Middle of 2, 6-1 is the 4 seed, looking for the upset here at the Kent State Invites.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. If you are an MAF Gator fan, you are loving this one so far. 6-1 your score. A 2 spot in the first, a 4 spot in the second. And now the defense tries to dial it back up for the bottom of the inning, facing off against Brandon Jones and Stupak from IVL. As well, looking at the radar, 3:45 right now. There is a big ol' glob of red heading our way as this ball is taken over towards right field and through. Who said offense had to be one-sided in this game? It's a leadoff single. And for IVF, that'll be their third base hit of the day. Brandon's first. This team is going to continue to hit, and I think this is going to be, as I've mentioned a couple of times, a bloodbath. If we see 10-plus combined runs by the end of the 4th inning, I wouldn't be shocked. It wouldn't be out of place at all. That's just the kind of game this one looks to be early on, as this throwback from Cancelleria is not in time. But if he can come out here and have a performance on par with Joey Crawford, that'll make Player of the Week voting very tough for the Gator fans, as they'll have to split their forces between those two. As of right now, Cancelleria and Crawford going band for band, essentially. Nice pick over at third. Throw to twos in time. Return to one. He got him. Forget about just one player. This is a team performance from the MAF Gators. A 5-4-3 double play. UC Buffalo. And at the end of it, it is Crawford, as always, getting in on the action. But those three, just incredible what they have been able to do. And all of them have stepped up before this to follow some good hits already. You see some good offense, and then Joey Crawford, you could say this group's leader. And they are playing for each other today. And again, I'll go back to it. I don't know exactly what was said, but their head coach pulled him aside at around 7:45 this morning. Talked to him for around 10 to 15 minutes. Our team was warming up. They were talking. They were figuring out something. It seemed intense. It seemed serious. Whatever was said, it has worked. The 1-1 skips in for ball two. And again, this is a team looking for win number 19 on the year. And if they can win one more, they're up to 20 wins before the end of June. And well on their way to what would be a monster number in travel baseball, 40 wins. The 2-1, perfect. Count now 2-2. And for the MAF Gators, had their heyday before, but they're coming back, especially with this group, getting back to their best as an organization. The 2-2, Cancelleria misses wide, and we are full. The Gators in the third will bring up Masterson, Hilbert twice, 7 through 9. We have Max, then JT. For those wondering which Hilbert is going to go first. Cancelleria's payoff pitch. It is going to miss for ball four. And it's a 2-out walk for Brock Stupak, the left fielder. And that'll bring us to Caden Svab, the EH. Svab wearing number 21, a rising junior out of Massillon Jackson High School, 5'8", 170 in stature. The Gators already making some great plays this inning. Can they get out of this one? No damage allowed as that ball is fouled back. They definitely have the ability. They have the class. They have the talents. They have everything that you could possibly want to make it happen. But same with this IVL team. There's a reason why they are the number 1 seed. And they have that target on their back. But they have used it a little bit already to get some runs on the board, but they need to keep using it as a motivator. The 0-1, a good drive into left field, down the line, and this one will be caught. A nice shot out there by Camlin, tracking it down to end the inning, and it will remain 6-1 as we enter the third. What do the Gators have in store for us? We will see. But so far, it's so good for the 4th seed here in Kent.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium in Kent, top of the third inning. It's the underdogs, the MAF Gators, up 6-1 on IVL as you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel in partnership with the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge. It has been a crazy day of baseball so far. We expected the fireworks, but maybe not to this magnitude. The hitting from the MAF Gators has been off the charts. You look at the singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 doubles, including some RBIs. You have 8 hits so far in 2 innings of work. And beyond that, you have 2 walks, so 10 runners so far. It just shows the might of this team. The next 4 could go in order, and they would still have a on-base percentage of above 500. It's impressive. The 1-1 will miss low for ball 2. Masterson, Max Hilbert, and JT Hilbert, 7 through 9 due up. As the Gators look to, at this point, go more towards a run rule than just a firm lead. The 2-1 in the dirt for ball 3, and now the question is for IVL, do they start to think about a pitching change? That's what it looks like. Brandon got a little shaken up there on the play. And he will go and have a second to reset. But for those just tuning in, everybody has stepped up today on this MAF squad. It was Joey Crawford a lot of the time in game number 1. As we saw it last year, it was the same thing with him. Other guys have stepped up here. And this is the definition of a true team performance. 3-1. It is there, and we are full. And I think for a second, the home plate umpire thought that was strike 3. He was ready to punch him out on 3-1. Not quite. Here's the payoff from Takis. Ground ball going over towards short. Picked up on the run. Throw to 1. It's there. 1 up, 1 down. And that'll take care of Ryan Masterson, the second time that he has been retired over at short today. And that'll bring us to Max Hilbert, the center fielder, over 1 with a ground out to third. But for IVL, if you can come out here and silence this strong offense, you'll be in good shape going forward. And it's a good hold to begin this at-bat for Max Hilbert, 1 of 2 consecutive Medina battling bees. So 1-0 count here as Takis will get back to work. And I will say, we haven't done enough Medina coverage over the past couple of seasons here at SmeeSports, as they are one of our local teams, but we've only seen them at other places. Could have to make our way out to Ken Dukes or one of the adjacent facilities for some games. The 2-0, Hilbert will foul it off. And Medina fans, let us know if you want us to make our way down to Medina County to go and see the Battling Bees in action, whether it be volleyball, soccer, again, any of the other sports that are in and around during the fall, including football, which football might be tough with our schedule. The 2-1 is inside for ball 3. And speaking of our football schedule, we are all but locked in to our 12-game schedule. Could be 13, but I believe 12 games right now is our magic number, and we are about there. Count 3-1 with JT Hilbert in the on-deck circle. And there's the late swing and miss. But Mitch Takis and company doing a good job keeping this MAF Gator offense at bay in the third. Still a lot of time to go, though. Plenty of time. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's 2 up, 2 down. And Takis will get only the second combined strikeout of the day, his first. So now 2 up, 2 down. And now it's JT Hilbert's turn. Again, a rising junior out of Medina High School. Top of the third, 6-1 your score. And there's the swing and miss. As for IVL, they will bring out Bittaker, Ryder, and Gall. 11-1-2 due up for IVL in the home half of the third. The 0-1 skips in and skips away. The winner of this game takes on Ohio Hustle at 3:15 for the championship game. And again, in an invite setting, this is really a big spot. The 1-1 fly ball sent into left center field. This one will be caught in left, and the inning is over. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for IVL's defense as the Gators go 7 through 9, 1-2-3 in order. So we will now head to the bottom of the third inning. 6-1 your score here in Kent.
Experiencing pain of any kind? call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium in Kent. 6-1 your score. It has been a good day of baseball so far at Kent as IVL looks to get back in this game. Fly ball into center field. One up, one down. Bedeker, a good drive, but directly to Max Hilbert, and we will go back to the top of the order with Garrett Ryder, the center fielder. A strikeout looking his first time up. Again, 6-1 your score. 2 runs scoring back in the first. 4 in the second. 1 at the bottom of the first for IVL, and that is your offensive breakdown. This pitch sent over towards left field, and it is going to get down in no man's land. I mean, 2 Gators there relatively quickly, and then a third guy that comes in at the end. So 0-1 the count on Ryder. Batted .355 with 6 RBIs, 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 18 stolen bases this past season for Conotton Valley High School. For those unfamiliar, I believe, Division VII institution out of Bowerston. About a 20-minute drive outside of Bolivar. The 0-1 will miss. Count 1-1 on the center fielder who struck out looking his first time up. Again, up next, it is going to be the winner of this game taking on Ohio Hustle. And that is going to be a really interesting battle. Of course, the Storm's coming at around 3:45, so that is the big question. How much of that game will we get to before it absolutely downpours? And with it, will the turf hold up? It's a big question because we have seen this field flood before. The 1-2 skips in. And the reason why the field floods, just to kind of explain, if you look at the mound, there is a bit of turf carpet. Beneath it is dirt. That difference is the reason why it floods. Fly ball sent again into left field. This one is down in the gap, and this one is going to be extra bases for IVL. They have been waiting for a breakthrough swing, and here it is. Going now to third. The play there won't happen. And honestly, if he would have kept going, he could have had an inside-the-park home run. Ryder in the end holds up, and it is a one-out triple. I'm shocked they didn't send him. I feel like down by 5, you kind of have to risk it. That ball just kept carrying to the fence. And it's not like he didn't have any speed behind him. You can kind of see how he's going. He's checking. I mean, his coach does hold him in the end, but that's where as a coach, you just say, forget about it. I'll tell you if you go or not. Don't have him check back, and that maybe slowed him down enough to the point where he couldn't have gone. One of those if maybes going forward, but still, that's frustrating. Could have been a big second run. The 0-1 will miss just high from Cancelleri. But Ryder nearly gave his IVL team something to work with. Still did. Still a chance to bring him in. But it's not a guarantee. The 1-1. Good drive into center field. It will be caught for out number 2. Reiter's going to tag, and he will score. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Griffin Gall, and that'll make it 6-2. So all things considered, that is a solid way to get it done. So now it's a 4-run game, still manageable going forward, as we will turn to McGrath. An RBI single his first time up. Again, 6-2 your score here. As McGrath, he gets jammed up, popped over towards short. It's in no man's land, and there is no play to make. Just one that kind of hung up there, hit the ground awkwardly, and bounced right between short and third. So, if you want to be technical with it, a seeing eye infield single, which really was not possible unless it happens like that, which I think IVL, it doesn't matter to them how it happens. It just matters that they get the runners on and that they can actually do something with it. So now Boyer stepping back in. He will hold a good job there for ball one. As well, for those wondering, the temperature today, it is 79 with a high of 82 expected. Next week, 82 would probably be your midnight temperature. I think highs of 95 at the most expected. Good swing down the line, but foul. Had the right idea down the left field line, but Boyer 0 for 1 today. We'll have to try it again with a 1-1 count. The rising junior, 6'2", 190. Out of Massillon Jackson High School with a perfect 4.0 GPA. So impressive work from him on the baseball diamond and in the classroom. The 1-1, nice stop behind the plate from JT Hilbert. Time locally 1:48 p.m. So nearing the 2 o'clock hour. The 2-1 again, low for ball 3. But for IVL, this game is definitely still within their reach. They just need a couple of bounces to go their way, a couple of runs to kind of propel them forward. The 3-1, swing and a miss, and we are full. And the on-deck circle after Boyer, it goes to Mitch Takis, the starting pitcher. And we'll see if he does stay in or not. 6-2, bottom of 3. IVL looking to extend this inning. Cancellara looking to close it out here. Payoff pitch. It's there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. Hayden Cancellara gets his second strikeout of the day, and we will flip to the 4th inning. 6-2 your score. It's the Gators on top here in Kent.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Six to 2 your score as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Still plenty to play for here in semifinal number 2 of the day. As you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel in partnership with the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge. The 1-0 is fouled away. Count now even. For the Gators, it'll go Peters, Crawford, and DeFala this inning. 1, 2, 3 due up, who already have done a load of damage. The 1-1 Peters will hold high. Combined between them, you have 4 base hits and 2 RBIs, including an extra base hit and a double. Peters, ground ball over towards short. A tough throw to make from short, but the play is made anyway. This is where the basic plays that might seem routine most times have to be made even more, as that is only the second time that this top three has been retired today. It's 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring in Joey Crawford. But going forward from here, IVL has understood that this start is not going to be fixed. The 6 runs are on the board. You can't get rid of them. They're there. They are going to be there for the rest of the game. If you could hold this offense in check, allow maybe at most one more, and then score a bunch, you still have a good chance to compete in this game. But you have to understand that you will only have a few more chances left. And with it, you also have to understand that you would have to play another game after it, which goes back to my saying of you can't kind of prepare for a game that you're not guaranteed to play. But you can't go out here, put all your chips in the center of the table, and come out with nothing. You have to have something to give in the championship against Ohio Hustle. And this group is pretty much fully here as Crawford takes this one into right field. Chance for the out at first. Not going to happen. We will not see our second ground out to right field today as Crawford is now 2 for 3. Again, Joey Crawford has been outstanding today. Between this game and the last, he has been the X factor for this Gator squad. And he needs to stay as that guy. The first pitch is there for strike 1 against Matt DeFala. Again, you have a lefty catcher, so coming out of the right hand, Brandon definitely, I'm thinking, is going to be aggressive here with Crawford over at first. It looked like initially before he received that pitch, he was going for a pitch out to try and pick him off at first himself. The 0-1 stuck perfectly in the zone. After DeFala, it goes to Xander Yusi. Again, a lot of Medina and Brunswick players on this MAF Gators roster. Trying to extend their 6-2 lead here in the fourth. The 0-2 poked up the middle and caught. A nice snag over at second base by Piatko for out number 2. That's one of those awkward ones that there's nothing else that you could do about it. If that ball sneaks through, you're looking at 2 on, 1 down opposed to 1 on, 2 down. It's a big difference. But a nice job as well by Crawford for not overcommitting, thinking that ball is through, and then getting doubled up at first. That would be worst case scenario going forward. And I think they definitely do understand that. They have to be careful. And here comes the back pick. Again, as a former catcher, that was noticeable. What he decided to do to kind of call for that one is too noticeable. There's a better way to do it. And again, I'm no longer playing. I can give away my secrets. If I wanted a pitch out or something, I would A, kind of make the signal with my hands, but B, I'd put my hand down in a fist, just trying to think in his case. But in mine, my right hand down, pinky extended towards first, tell my pitcher to throw back. Extended whatever base, that's where they throw back. Now, if I'm thinking of a back pick, like I think he wanted to do there, it'd be something with my foot. I would kind of move my foot in a way that my first baseman would notice. And that's my signal that I'm thinking about throwing down. Something more subtle than smacking the glove, which does alert the batters and you can easily pick up on. Which, of course, it just depends on who you are as a catcher. But that's just my advice for Brendan here. I mean, he hasn't had a bad game. As a lefty catcher, it's interesting to see how he has played, which he really hasn't impacted the game, but that's the only thing. Be a little bit more subtle, as there is ball 4. But I think if he could be subtle, you could catch him off guard over at first base, as you're not always expecting that back pick. Of course, you can kind of get in that rhythm of hop, hop, all right, nothing happened, we're going back to the bag. You get too complacent, you set it up right. You could be looking at a great pickoff from Brendan. But it's at 2-1, 2 down for Asher Camlin. And Camlin fouls it off. Not a bad swing, trying to get on the right field line, just couldn't straighten it out in time. And it's an 0-1 count here on the left fielder. In the home half of the inning, it'll turn to Takis, Piatko, and Brandon. 5 through 7 due up for IVL. And here's the pickoff they have been waiting for, but just on the wrong side of the bag. That's another thing with that throwback. if you have that timing play to a T, that throw has to be on the right side. If that throw was at least backside, I think you have him. The 0-1 runs inside and hits Camlin. Base is loaded now, still 2 away. And Aiden Cancelleri will step in for the third time. He has been on fire in this game. 3 RBIs, 2 base hits, 3 total bases. Went for a fourth, but couldn't get the triple to happen. And this is potentially the breaking point. Cancelleri, good swing over towards second, but picked up nicely, and the inning is over by Piatko. That just saved at least 1, if not 2 runs. Again, a play that might look routine, but is far from a guarantee. At the halfway point, the Gators have their advantage, but IVL gets back to work when we return. Takis, Piatko, Brandon, 5 through 7 due up for the 1 seed.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Well, welcome back to Schoonover Stadium in Kent. Bottom of the 4th inning, 6-2 your score. It is the MAF Gators still on top as you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. For IVL, Takis, Piatko, and Brennan, 5 through 7 due up this inning as IVL tries to chip away at the 4-run deficit at hand. The 0-1 from Cancelleri, fouled back. Again, just to kind of go and check the radar to see what's coming. It'll be very interesting to see how far we get into that championship game before we do get the inclement weather that is expected. Hopefully a good amounts. The 0-2, Cancelleri, not a bad spot there, just couldn't get the liking of the umpire. But right now, 4 to 4:45 is what we are looking at for the big storms to come in through Kent. The rain will be here a little bit earlier as this ball is sent into center field and caught. A nice snag for out number 1. Not an easy play out there either. I think Max Hilver kind of had to readjust at the last second as he kind of came in too far on it, but still able to make the grab in the end. But back to the weather, 3:35, the first of the rain is scheduled to hit. And then from there, it is going to be storms at 4. It always happens, especially on a tournament Sunday. Would you expect anything less? Not really. 1-0 count here on Piatko, the second baseman. 0 for 1 today with a pop-out. As for the MAF Gators, in the 5th, they will bring up Masterson and the Hilverts again. 7 through 9. The 2-0 wide for ball 3. Once again tomorrow, Premier versus Release, WRCL baseball on tap. Scheduled for 4 and 6. It'll be a doubleheader over at Fisher Field in Berea. Cancelleri's 3-0 will hit the top of the zone for strike 1. As for our 965 coverage next week, that is still TBD. But odds are it'll involve John Carroll. A 3-1 high for ball 4. And I believe the main reason why John Carroll, well, 2. 1, I believe that is the only site next Sunday that has a press box that we can realistically use. And 2, if we get inside the main press box, it is 65 degrees because it is the football one and there is actual AC, which is very appealing on a day like this and even when it gets a little bit warmer. I got a nice press box here at Kent and very grateful that we can use it. There is no AC. It is a wooden box. To an extent, there is some metal on the outside, but wood paneling behind us and around us definitely does make it slightly warmer in here, but manageable. As for Brennan, the catch of the lefty, 1 for 1 today with a single. Trying to do it again. The 0-1, a good fly ball into right field. And this one is going to drop foul. A great attempt from Masterson in right, just couldn't catch up to it in time. He was really close to it. Gave that full extension dive. In the end, it just gets away from him. And it's a second life here for Brennan in the bottom of the 4th. Again, full extension. You love to see the efforts. And I'm watching it back on my end. That ball maybe hit his glove too. He was that close. But did the right thing, went for the slide, didn't really overextend himself. And now a chance for Cancelleri to get the out of the plate, but can't get it done there. And I also do really appreciate that Ohio Hustle is here pretty much. Most of their guys here and watching this game, trying to see who they are going to be playing. The 1-2, this time straightened out and down in right field it goes. So Brandon takes care of business, putting 2 on with 1 down, setting up Wyatt Jones, the EH. And this is where this game can get interesting for IVL if they can continue to hit this way. All it takes is a couple of singles, and we saw it with Press On. A couple of big hits, yes, but it wasn't everything all at once on one swing. It was chipping away. And the chipping worked. Just couldn't get it done at the end. Came really close to getting the win. Fell short 6-5 in the first semifinal of the day. Cancelleri will get back to work here against Jones now. And there is strike 1. Wyatt Jones, the rising junior out of Lake High School, like so many players on this IVL roster. It is really the battle of Medina County, parentheses, Brunswick, Medina, versus the Federal League. Parentheses, a few extra Stark County schools. That's basically the battle broken down. The 0-1 will miss wide. And you look at overall what we have seen. It's Medina County, the west side of Cleveland, Holmes and Wayne County, and now Stark County. The 4 teams remaining, now 3, all represented different counties and regions of Northeast Ohio. And I would kind of call them the 4 quadrants. You can be picky and complain that a couple of them are in a line and all that, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Don't need to be geographically perfect for baseball. The 1-1 will miss. All we needed was a Summit County team, which I don't really think we got. The Eagles are more Stark. Needed a group kind of like Force, which had a bunch of those Portage and Summit County schools. But this will do. Cancelleri's 2-1, lobbed in high for ball 3. After Wyatt Jones, it goes to Brock Stupak, the left fielder. And he does represent the tying run in the bottom of the 4th inning. But still a long way to get there. Three balls, 1 strike. A beautiful afternoon here with the clouds out in Kent. And as well, we have had a working scoreboard for the last 2 games now. Quite nice to be able to look over there and make sure my work is correct. A lot easier than Game Changer. A lot easier to go and look at that. Here's the 3-1. Sliced deep to left. Has a chance to get out of here. And it's going to one-hop the fence, and it'll stay in. 1 run will score at least. Here comes a second. The relay home. It is going to not be in time. The return to third, also not in time. It had a chance initially. It stays inside the park, but with one swing of the bat, we have a new ball game. It is a 2 RBI double. Extra advancement on the throw home for Wyatt Jones. It is now 6-4. What a swing. And I thought for a good second that ball was going to go foul. Stays fair the entire way. And then after that, I thought I was going to one-hop the fence and go over. But just like that, the tying run steps into the batter's box. As expected, the offense, it is here in our second to last game of the day. I said it before, I was expecting it. Expect the offense on a day like this with these two teams, especially given the starts. The Gators had a really good beginning. Do they have enough to play a full 7? That's always the big concern with a lot of these teams. You can start good. Do you have enough to go from the first inning and keep up the same energy and mentality for 7 tough innings? And right now, IVL is 2 runs away from resetting the scenario. And in general, resetting the game. And that swing goes foul from Stupak. As well, it is worth noting, only 1 down this inning. Again, bottom 3 due up for the Gators in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 poke foul. Count quickly 0-2. And I will say with the scoreboard having to help set it up, for somebody who has run a scoreboard for baseball at a NCAA regional, it took way too much effort for me to figure it out. The 0-2 pops back. And yes, that is a true statement that happened back in 2025 for the Mount Union Regional. Ran the scoreboard for, I believe, 3 games, I think. I did that, called a couple games, and did post-game press conferences. I think those were the games that we did the scoreboard. 0-2 wide. Because, yes, there were a total of 6 games, I believe. 1 I missed. 3 I did scoreboard, 2 I called. That adds up. It is a different system, I'll give myself that, but... And, of course, you go back a couple of weeks, we ran the scoreboard in part over at Lakewood when nobody else was there, so some experience in it this summer, I guess. Count 1-2 on Stupak. Walked his first time up. Cancelleri deals. Swing and a miss. 2 down. 3rd strikeout today for number 2. He needed that one. And that'll bring us to Caden Svab, the EH. So far today, 0 for 1 with a line out to left field. And as well, make sure you do stick with us whenever this game is over and after our final commercial break, as we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. Still a long ways to get there, though. Just over an hour and about an hour and 10 minutes into our penultimate game of the day. And as I mentioned, a few hours before the storms that are expected. Back pick down to 3rd. Did he get him? Not quite. A great attempt, though, from JT Hilbert behind the plates. That one was close. Too close for comforts. I didn't necessarily think that he got back in time. It was close, though. The 1-1. Good drive into left field, and down the line it goes for extra bases. Svab provides the spark for IVL, and he will cruise to second with a 2-out RBI double. Make it 6-5. It is Caden Svab, his first base hit of the day. He drives in Jones. And now, IVL 2 bases away, 180 feet away from coming back down 6-1 to tie up this game in the 4th. This is why we love baseball. You never know what to expect. It is so unpredictable. And that's what makes it one of the best sports ever. It's America's pastime for a reason. And again, just the intrigue, the mystery, it makes it special. This one rolled over towards 3rd. Throw on over to first base will be just in time on the stretch. And the inning is over. But hold on, this game is far from over. We head to the 5th inning, but it's a massive frame for IVL. They play 3, 6-5 your score, through 4 in Kent.
Experiencing pain of any kind? call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
I said it earlier, I'll say it again. This game has the makings of a bloodbath, and that is exactly what we are getting here today in our penultimate game. 6-5 through 4 your score. Still plenty of baseball left to go. The Gators hanging on to their one-run advantage. The 1-0 also misses for ball 2. As well, it is worth noting that on the mound now for IVL, it is Wyatt Jones who had that big hit earlier on. Had a 2 RBI double as this ball is popped over towards his side of the mound. Throw to 1. It's there. Just a weak little dribbler off the bat, but a nice play from Jones for out number 1. And you look at this inning. Quick frame, get back to work on offense. Tire out the Gator defense. And you have a chance to come out of here with a big win. And with it, still the home team advantage heading into the championship game. You look at it that way, it's a lot on the line. Even for the hustle team below, they still don't know if they will be the home team or the away team. If IVL wins, they will be on the road and hitting first. If the Gators hang on, then they will be the home team hosting the number 4 seed. Count 1-1 on Hilvert. Over 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. As it looks like there will be some action in the bullpen for the Gators. Hilvert flies the 1-1 foul. And it appears Ryan Masterson will go down to the bullpen. So we'll see if that is a change coming up here in place of Cancellari. The 1-2 taken over towards third once again. Throw to first. In time. 2 up, 2 down. A nice play by Bittaker. This IVL defense making quick work of the Gators in the 5th again. You had all the runs scored earlier on today. All the damage done through 2. 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. You had a chance to score in the 4th. Couldn't get it done. Chance again in the 5th, but it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the frame. You do look to the 6th. You will have the top of your order coming up with Peters, Crawford, and DeFala. But you want to score before then. You do not want to make it where 2 big mistakes you're losing, or even 1 big mistake you're tied. You're 9 outs away from getting the upset win and heading to the championship game. You don't want that opportunity to escape you right now. The 1-1 taken high for ball 2. If I'm IVL, you look at Ryder. If you can get him on, we're playing small ball. Tire out this team as much as we can. Play small ball and take it from them. The 2-1 fouled away. And I will say, if they can effectively do it here, I wouldn't hate them doing it against Ohio Hustle, given the struggles that they had against Pressant's small ball offense. It's bold. Will they do it? Who knows? Here's the 2-2. Again, popped up. Could be playable, but not really. Again, this is game number 3 of 4 for us here today at Schoonover Stadium. As always, after this one is done, you can go and check any of our prior live streams and games that we have done. The 2-2 again, fouled back. And, of course, those games date back quite a long time now, going back to the summer of 2024. That's where you'll find the first remnants of games. And then from there, you'll go into the fall of 24 when we had our first couple of big high school games. And, of course, from here on out, it'll remain on the channel here. The 2-2 wide for ball 3, and we are full. And really incredible to see that we started all the way back then, a few games in the summer, and now pretty much living at the ballpark from June 1st to July 31st. Payoff pitch. Good line drive up the middle, through into center field it goes. The inning will continue as it's JT Hilbert with a 2-out single. Now 2 for 3 in game number 2 of the day for the MAF Gators. They have been hitting the baseball quite well as a cohort. And we go back to the top now with Tyler Peters. 2 for 3 today, a double, a single, and a groundout. Trying to keep up his good form as well with Joey Crawford in the on-deck circle, who as well is 2 for 3 in this game with an RBI. We did see this Gator squad at a tournament here last year, losing in the end to the Mash Factory Berkwin squad. They want redemption this time around. They want to make it back to the championship and do one better. Backpick attempt down to first, not in time, and that time I didn't notice anything from Brendan, so I'm really happy to see that adjustment. If you backpick and make it obvious, as I mentioned, it's just too easy to pick up on. If you can make a subtle cue, odds are your chances of success will skyrocket as that one is through into left field. Peters just sneaks it past the shortstop goal. Now 3 for 4. Here comes Joey Crawford. He has stepped up so many times that I even said the one time, what more could you ask of him? You can ask him to give you a cushion. Up by 1, you're not comfortable. Up by 2, you're feeling a little bit better. 2 for 3 today, an RBI single, a pop-out, and a single. Again, if there was an X-Factor player on this roster, it would be number 6. And there's a reason why Brunswick has really appreciated him over the past couple of seasons. But can he do it here? And he is a guy that if he can continue to hit well and improve on the mound and get that velocity up, he has the makings of a high-end college baseball player. And I think if he goes on the right track and continues growing as well, 6'2", 215 in stature right now, maybe get up to 6'2" if possible, maybe 6'3", could be looking at a Kent State Golden Flash. The 0-2, he takes this one over towards second, but caught on a line. The inning will end here on a nice catch from Piatko. Another snag from him at second, and we will head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-5, still your score. Top of the order, Ryder, Gall, McGrath coming up for IVL.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
It'll be Tyler Peters on the mound in the bottom of the 5th for the MAF Gators, trying to keep this one where it is. 6-5 your score as you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. It has been a fun one here, a combined 11 runs so far in our second semifinal, just like game number 1, which ended 6-5. And I will say, at least for now, it looks like we will go through another game without a run rule. It's been a while since we've seen one. You go back to what we had last Sunday over at Akron. 5 games, all of which played the full 7. And it looks like the same thing is happening here. The 1-1 there for strike 2. 9 outs. That's all you need here. You need to get the first 3 here and get it going if you're Peters. The 1-2, a nice block behind the plate from Hilverts. But a really good outing from Cancelleri. He was exactly what he needed to be for this team. Kept the game in check. Now you turn around, you give it off to one of your teammates, and he will try to finish what you started. The 2-2 fouled away. If this result holds again, this will be win number 19 on the season for the MAF Gators. They would be going for win number 20 before June is over, which is impressive. The 2-2 lobbed in high, and we are full. It's the top of the order here. Ryder, Gall, and McGrath. Ryder did hit a triple his last time up. The payoff pitch high for ball 4. And the tying run is now at first base. And as I mentioned last inning, to tire out this team, to get the job done, it might not be the best brand of baseball, some might say. But get Stark County. Get small ball. You have the players who, their high schools, play small ball. I don't know if there was ever a better group tailor-made for this style of baseball. Of course, Press On was as well, but that still left there isn't a group as tailor-made for it as this group. But not yet. I'm kind of surprised. I would be an advocate for it. Again, I know a lot of programs don't like to do it. They want to give their guys swings, which I do like. You're also in the business of winning baseball games. And in the business of simulating what it would be to get some extra reps at an intense level, i.e. mimicking high school and collegiate play. You're going to have bunts. You're going to have to do that sometimes. Maybe if you get 2 on, none down, then you bring on McGrath, and he might bunt, but again, he has the power. Throw back to 1 not in time. But I'd be shocked if we didn't see at least 1 bunt here from IVL. And I could just be on the wrong track with them, but I feel like they would be a team who would be open to it and be able to more than execute it as well. The 1-1 runner goes, line drive over towards short and through, into left field it goes. And Ryder will get taken down at second by the base. He appears to be okay, but just kind of tripped out of nowhere. Tried flying around the base. And his foot got stuck, but nonetheless, the single from Gall is what matters. 2 on, none down. Tying run in scoring position. Go-ahead run at first. And that'll bring up Logan McGrath, the first baseman. 2 for 2 today, 2 singles, and an RBI. What a moment this is for the number 1 seed trying to make their comeback. McGrath, fly ball deep to left field. Still going back, but manageable. As this one will be caught for out number 1, and there will be no further advancements. McGrath had the right idea with that one. A good swing over towards left, but right to Camlin. So 1 down now for Brody Boyer, the right fielder, 0 for 2. But that's a big out for this MAF Gator defense to get. It's the starts. You need a little bit more than just that 1 out to get out of this inning. Double play could be in effect, but odds are you're going for the lead runner if this ball is put on the ground, which is still a big if. Again, coming up after this one, it is game number 4 of the day, our final game. It's the championship. The winner of this game takes on Ohio Hustle. Nice stop on the play, and they will now have a rundown potentially. The back pick attempt will bounce in just a bit late. Good effort there from JT Hilfer behind the plate. That's not one that you go and immediately sling down. If you do, he's taking 30. You have runners at the corners, which is a bigger problem than before. Walk him back. You did the right idea. It worked out perfectly. And now you get back to work behind the plate. Nicely done. The 1-0 line drive into center field, still going back. This one will be caught for out number 2. And again, no advancement. The Gators really putting on a defensive clinic. Just needing to keep this one where it's at right now as Takis will step in. Started the game on the mound, but moved elsewhere since. Time locally 2:27. Around 45 minutes until our expected start time for the championship game. And Takis will get jammed up. It's on the infield over towards short and caught. The Gators had 2 on, none down to deal with, but they get out of it and pass the test with flying colors. No damage done by IVL in the 5th. To the 6th we go. Score remains 6-5 at Kent State University.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium in Kent. Top of the 6th inning, 6-5 your score. It has been one heck of a game here in semifinal number 2 between the number 1 seed IVL and the number 4 seed MAF Gators. And the Gators will swing at the first pitch. They see a high pop-up over towards second. And Piacco is there to make the grab for out number 1. With DeFala out of the way, it'll go UC and Hamlin this inning. So 3 through 5 due up at the beginning. Now just 4 through 5 guaranteed. And if I'm IVF right or IVL right now, I'm thinking, okay, let's get out of here. 2 more outs. But that one's down the line and left. But back to the train of thought, just thinking, okay, get these outs semi-quickly. Go out. You have to go to small ball at some point. I feel like the 6th inning is the perfect time to do it. When you get your lead runner on, you'll have Piacco, Brandon, and Jones due up. Brandon is 2 for 2. You could let him swing, but you just need runners to move up. You need 1 to tie, 2 to win. But you need to get out of this inning first. And this could help. Ground ball over towards second. They'll get the tag. Piacco's throw to 1. In time. He got both. And the inning is over. When it's all said and done, it's a Drew Piacco inning. He gets all 3 outs, an unassisted 4-3 double play. Part 1 of the plan is done. Quickly get out of the inning. But Piacco's job is not done. He leads it off. He represents the tying run when we return to Schoonover Stadium. What a time for IVL. Down by 1. But no better time than now to roar back in and complete what has been a crazy comeback from the start of the game to now.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
It's go time for IVL in the bottom of the 6th inning, down by 1. Can they fight their way back in? It'll be Piacco followed by Brandon and Jones. 6-8 this inning, 2 up. Ohio Hustle awaits the winner at around 3:15 today in the Kent State 3 Invite Championship game. The 1-0 from Peters will miss low for ball 2. Again, I mentioned it. They might not want to do it. They might not want to hear it. When push comes to shove, you might need to rely on some small ball to get the job done here. You need 1 run this inning. You want to make it tied. You want to force the Gators' hand in the 7th, make them overthink it. If it's still tied, you get the last chance in the bottom of the inning. And then close it there. The 3-0, it will hit the inside of the zone for strike 1. Didn't toss his bat this time. I know a couple of guys have tossed the bat today on what ended up being a late strike call. That time around, not the case. The 3-1, Piacco rolls over down the third base line and foul it goes. And a good thing it did for the Gators' sake. So we are full 3-2 now. Piacco had the right idea, just rolled over it. If that would have went fair, that would have been perfect. But still has some work to do to try and get on base here in leadoff spots. Here comes the payoff pitch. Piacco will foul it off. So we will do it again. Count remaining 3-2. Once again, after this game is over, make sure you stick with us for our player of the game presentation, brought to you by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. Once more, the payoff pitch. Piacco down the line and right. It has a chance to go fair, and instead, by a few feet, will just go foul. If that's fair, it goes into the corner. And good luck getting it out. That would have easily been 2, if not 3 bases for Piacco. Still a chance to do it. He will see his 3rd consecutive 3-2 pitch. Tyler Peters having to work and give everything he has here to try and get the first outs. But he misses in the end. It's ball 4. The leadoff man is aboard. Piacco, his 2nd walk of the day, and he continues a great inning. 3 putouts and now a walk. And he does represent the tying run for IVL this inning. Now a chance for the catcher. 2 for 2 today to move him along. Is this where small ball comes in? Yes, it is. It's about time. The bunt down the third base line is good. Throw to 1. Not in time. He's safe. This is why I wanted them to start it earlier. The bunt is so dangerous, and if you're not expecting it, there's only so much you can do. It's a bunt single for Brandon. He is now 3 for 3. And the go-ahead run now stands at first. This is why I wanted them to go with a small ball mentality. It might not be the prettiest brand of baseball. Does it get results? Yes, it always does. And perfectly that time. Wyatt Jones. He could swing away here, honestly. 2 RBI double his last time up. It's a tough choice. I think you're kind of expecting bunt. You just need that tying run to move up, and with it, the go-ahead run if possible. But he will hold back and take strike 1, so I really think, unless it's going to be a rushed bunt, the bunt is semi off the table right now, which is okay. I'm fine with that. You got down the 1 bunt. You don't have to go back to small ball for a little bit. Let your hitters hit. That's the thing. You have to find the balance. I would say with Stupak over 1 with a strikeout and a walk, he could be a bunting candidate. If you're 2 for 2, no. I don't think you bunt. Unless it's a perfect situation to do it. The 0-1 poked into right field and down. They will send home the tying run. A big play here. The play at the plate. It's not in time. We are tied at 6. It's an RBI single for Wyatt Jones. He delivers again. His 3rd RBI of the game. And it's madness here in the bottom of the 6th inning. From down 6-1 to tying it up at 6, none down. It's incredible. This group has rallied, and they are 90 feet away with Stupak. The bunt, it's popped up and caught. That is the only risk of the bunt, 1 down. But at least you tie it up here. And now you're thinking about ending this game at the top of the inning with another run. Infield has to be in. The play will have to be at the plate. It's understood here as Svab comes back in. An RBI double his last time up as he takes ball 1 high. Whichever team gets through, it is going to be a battle for Ohio Hustle coming up at the championship game. That'll be an amazing matchup. Svab takes this one into right field. It is going to be caught for out number 2. Here comes the go-ahead run. The play at the plate. It is not in time. And IVL has completed the comeback. 7-6 now your score. The 1 seed has rallied back from down 5. Who would have thought early on in this game that they would have a chance to come back? Caden Svab does it. His 3rd RBI of the game as well. Jones and Svab, 6 of the 7 runs belong to them. The other Griffin goal. MAF, 3 outs to save their tournament. What a change. Who would have thought who? And IVL has battled for this one. They deserve it. And there's the hard 90. Bedeker gets hits. We go back to the top of the order now with Ryder. Everything just fell into place at the right time for this team. And if they go through, they're deserving it. 1 versus 2 would be one heck of a matchup for the championship to follow. And it'd be 2 deserving teams. 2 really good teams with depth. At that point, it's winner take all. May the best team win. And even with the storms coming in, those teams are going to have to battle some extra conditions potentially. But they're ready for the fights. The 1-0 Ryder gets jammed up. A pop-up on the infield is caught over at short, and the inning is over. How about this for a storyline? IVL, the 1 seed, down by 5 in the 2nd inning. Plates 2 in the bottom of the 6th. And they take their first lead of the game. 3 outs to go. Cantilleri, Masterson, Hilbert due up when we return to Schoonover Stadium.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The MAF Gators, after a great effort in their 2nd game of the day, are down to their final 3 outs. 7-6 your score, top of the 7th inning. IVL, down by 5 in the 2nd inning, has come back to take their first lead of the semifinals. And they look to win this one to take on Ohio Hustle and a few moments from now in the championship game to follow. For the Gators, Cantilleri, Masterson, Hilbert. 6th or 8 due up here trying to take down Wyatt Jones. 1 ties, 2 gives them back their lead. The 1-0, good swing, going over towards short and through into left center it goes. And the go-ahead, or rather tying run, will now be at first. Now trying to go to second, and he is going to be safe. That'll change things a little bit here in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be a very shallow leadoff double for Cantilleri. Tying run in scoring position. And now here comes the go-ahead run in Ryan Masterson. And in place of Masterson, it is going to be Havolchik, the catcher from game number 1. He'll come in and get his first chance today in this game. Havolchik fouls that one back. But it looks like the magical moments are far from over. Again, what a storyline this would be if the result reverses again. 0-1 the counts on Havolchik. And he will step out and reset. Good block behind the plate. Once again, after this game is over, whether it be this inning or the next, make sure you do stick with us for our player of the game announcement brought to you by the Healthy HDU Chiropractic Center. The 1-1, swing and a miss inside, count now 1-2. There still is plenty of pressure here. Still plenty of things can go either way. What can Jones do on the mound, and what can Havolchik do in the box? Havolchik takes the 1-2, and it's the right call in the end. Count now even 2-2. That was a big league take from number 11. Couldn't give too much there. Had to be patient and was. The 2-2 Havolchik, fly ball into left field, and this one will be caught for out number 1. Runner thought about tacking up, but stays put at second, and that's the right call. You can't risk it here. Max Hilvert now his opportunity. 2 outs to play with for the Gators. Game-saving run stands at second. Game-tying run as well. And it looks like, again, it'll be a change. RJ Cervenka will step in for the first time in game number 2. Runner goes here, throw on down to third. Did they get him? Yes, they did. 2 down. What a throw from Brannon. And just like that, 1 out away. That's incredible. What a throw. Needed to have it, and he got it. I'm just stunned. I get why he goes. The tag's perfect. Nothing more you can ask of your catcher. And the Gators, nowhere else to turn. They would need to get Cervenka all the way around now. But what a couple of adjustments from Adam Brennan. He has figured it out. And again, a lefty catcher initially. It's one that kind of catches your eye. But now this lefty catcher, he'll be memorable for this performance. And could be memorable again in the championship. Just so unexpected. But he has played so well today. Jones back to work, will miss high. 3-1 the count after Cervenka. It goes to JT Hilverts. Can the Gators keep this one going? Or can IVL book their tickets into the championship game and take on the number 2 seed Ohio Hustle? The 3-1 fouled away, and we are full. Well, it all comes down to this. Bases cleared, 2 down. Full count on Cervenka. IVL down by 5 early. They have come back to take the lead. Can they take the game along with it? Wyatt Jones, payoff pitch. Did he go? The answer is yes. The game is over. IVL down 5 in the second inning, comes back to win it 7-6. Wyatt Jones with a strikeout to close it out. What a pitch to end the game. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthy HDU Chiropractic Center as you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium in Kent. 7-6 your final. What a win for the number 1 seed IVL. Your player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, Wyatt Jones. 2 for 3 today, 3 RBIs, a double, and in the end gets the save, and I believe with it the win on the mound. The game-sealing strikeout as well to close it out. He was tremendous. His team was tremendous. And when push came to shove in a really tough battle, IVL prevailed and showed why they are the 1 seed. 1 versus 2 coming up. Time to flip on over to our final game of the day here in Kent, as you are watching Kent State Invite Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.